Hello, and welcome everyone tonight to the Super Metroid Triple Bingo Tournament. We've got Apathy Duck versus Derp. This is going to be a real good one. Joining me on comms here is Papa Schmo. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, and I'm very excited to come not only a triple bingo tournament race, which I've never done before. It should be a hoot, but also
Hmm.
to be coming the this duck derp race here. I think going to really be as we were talking about before, very evenly matched. I think we're going to see some great competition.
This is going to be a good one. We've got game one, game two, and potentially game three all in a row here. This is going to be pretty exciting. We're going to flip the card to the real card in just a second. And then we're going to start talking about that. Actually, this is the real card. Look at that. We've already got it up. Oh, boy. What do we got on here that looks interesting to you?
Let's see. Well, we have the ever popular defeat Spore Spawn. We'll see if we get some Spospo action in here, but um, 50 out of the 75 Norfair missiles, kind of first glance, that one makes you twitch a little bit.
It does a little bit.
Let's see here. Fort Meridia. Okay, not so far. I'm sure there's some sneaky ones in here, but so far I haven't seen anything that's super alarming and just makes you say ew.
Well, collect all four Norfair energy tanks in the corner there makes me say
Ooh, yeah,
ew a
yeah,
bit.
that's yeah, that means you got to go beat Ridley.
Yeah, yeah, only one way to get all four.
Yeah.
Um, uh, the center tile of collect all 10 wreck ship super missiles is actually a really nice center tile.
Absolutely. That's a gimme. I mean, you know, you
Mhm.
most likely, unless you're just skipping Wreck Ship altogether, you're gonna have to go hit up Fantoon to get access to the rest of Wreck Ship. And after you're doing Fantoon, those
Mhm.
two missiles are right there. So, yeah,
Well, you mean our runners are gonna go get are very likely to get gravity suit. I feel like there's enough Meridia on here, where you would want to do the gravity suit. There is that Brinstar Reserve there. That is also kind of a freebie. Row one, column four. But column four there is also pretty interesting in that it's got that Criteria Meridia elevator over in the Forgotten Highway. Collect one of Ice Beam or Speed Booster. Runners are definitely going to prefer Speed Booster in that case and defeat Bot Wound. Uh, Row one's definitely out because it has that all four Norfair energy tanks. Although I've said stuff like that and then had to eat my words. I was like, nobody's going to collect 125 missiles, and then booms.
and there they go.
I think it was Cutie went ahead and collected 125 missiles. Like,
Just cause I think Cutie just probably heard you say it and was like, oh yeah, all right.
yeah. That's probably what it was. Our runners, they can watch the stream. They can watch each other. This is not like a randomizer. There's no hidden information here. So it's quite possible that they're watching, listening in.
Indeed.
Uh,
Uh, another gimme, obviously, I think even if you don't know what you're doing, you probably are going to go pick up that criteria map station. It's
mhm.
on the way back up, and it's just an easy snag just in case. And these runners are very good runners, but triple bingo is just kind of a beast, and
Mhm.
it really, as you're going through, trying to figure out what three rows, columns, or diagonals you're going to go for sometimes doesn't happen for a while. So as you're going past a tile that's easy to snag, even if you don't have a plan, you might as well just go snag it.
Yeah, well, and that's why I think we're going to see both of these runners pick up the reserve tank. I think you're right. It's a very good shot that both of these runners will go pick up that criteria map station. It's just a matter of are they going to do it before Bomb Chorizo or after Bomb Chorizo. I like to do it before Bomb Chorizo because it's one of those like I'm here, I'm passing by, I get out of the way, but then you have to worry about collecting 5 missiles again, which isn't. It just takes a bit of extra time.
Yeah, I hear you. Unless you know you are coming back down to go to meme route or something weird like that.
Yeah.
But at this point, I would be very surprised if either of our runners just knew exactly what they were going for right away. They're making all these movements and they're doing trying to get through as fast as they can, but also having to look at this bingo card and just
Yeah.
like do the calculus in their head to figure out like it is incredibly chaotic to run this category, but also so much fun at the same time.
Well, and that right there, you just hit the nail on the head with the trick of this category. You've got so much going on because the minute the race starts, the second the race starts, that's the first time our runners get to see the card. So it's not like they've had any pre-exposure to this card where they can like plan things out. It's no, it's go, and oh yeah, by the way, I've got a card now to figure out what I need to do. They're in it, and it's definitely a different skill than literally any other category, except for possibly double anti-bingo.
Yeah, and I guess double anti bingo, from what I remember from the tournament way back when, I think Kip took the winner's spot on that one. I think the
You're right.
runners had a good solid couple of minutes to look at the bingo card. And I don't know if that was intentional or what, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so yeah, with the double anti-bingo, you do get a couple of minutes to look at it because you need to figure out what row to give to your opponent.
Oh, right, that makes sense.
So yeah, that is a slight difference from this tournament to the triple bingo tournament, but like with the double anti-bingo, you're really only getting a little bit of extra time, and then you're stuck, right? Because whatever your opponent just gave you is got to be something horrendous. So there's, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's still a beast. It's a different beast, but double anti bingo is definitely no slouch. Triple bingo is just a little bit different of an animal here. I think we did not see either runner pick up criteria map station, if I'm not mistaken. So
Nope, neither of them have picked it up. They both
we are
opted to skip it.
eating our words already, Superoth.
Well, if you listen to any of the matches I commentated thus far, I've been wrong all over the place. So, derp picks up the Brinstar reserve there, but Duck, no dice on the reserve. So we'll see if it's possible that Duck's planning to go up red tower to an early wreck ship. This is a Spospo play for Duck right here. And if he does do an early play or early wreck ship play, then he will loop around and then do a Brinstar cleanup, in which case we could see him do Criteria Map Station and Brinstar Reserve there. But Brinstar Reserve is just so much easier to get when you're in early supers, so this makes me think that Duck is just not going to get Brinstar Reserve.
Yeah, I would agree with that prediction or that assessment there. Also want to mention, not only did Derp pick up that Brinstar Reserve, but also picked up the nice and somewhat challenging reverse mock ball out of that room there. So GG's, we can see already these runners showing their skills and why this is going to be such an evenly matched race we have going on here.
Yeah.
Let's big up and just throw some hellos to Sports Spawn here. We don't get to see him very often. Very nice. Was that a 3-round for Duck or a 2-round?
I counted 2, but I could have miscounted.
Either way, nice fight.
Yeah.
Well
yeah. Link Force, our tracker in chat. Shout outs to her. Telling us, confirming that it is 2-round. So
Yeah, Link Force just on it. Her contributions to tracking in this tournament cannot be understated for sure.
oh yeah, I think every match I've commentated, Link Force has been a tracker for it. And people were commentating how people. There was one time in chat where somebody was commenting how I was on like everything, but that's definitely not true. All right, Derp have been going down Red Tower here, and it's going to be going over to the warehouse.
Want to see what Kraid's doing? Just just say what up to Kraid a little bit.
Yeah.
So we've also got fully explore wreck ship tile in there, and it's kind of in a little funky position in this bingo card, making me think that probably not going to get done at all. It's on that same column as Criteria Map Station, and none of the runners got that. And it's also on the same row as the Collect All 4 Norfair. So I'm thinking row 1 and column 2 at this point are no-goes for either runner. But we'll see.
Yeah, 50 out of 75 Norfair missiles is doable. You don't have to go down to lower Norfair to do that, but it's going to take you to. You're probably going to go do Croc in that case, and take you to the pantry and cosine missiles and stuff like that. So there's some awkwardness to it to go around and make sure that you know where 50 out of 75 Norfair missiles actually are.
Yeah. Got a little bit of Kraid DLC.
Always sucks when you see that happen.
Yeah, it's just a funky feeling if you're used to getting Kraid quick kill and all of a sudden it just doesn't happen. You shake your head inside of your head, if that made any sense, and just keep on trucking.
Oh yeah, it throws you. It as a runner, it throws you way off, right? Because now you're so used to the Kraid fight being over, and you don't have to deal with the stand up, and then all of a sudden you've got to deal with that.
Yeah.
And you can get caught off guard pretty easily with that. Duck, it did go up Red Tower as I suspected. So we'll see. This is definitely going to be an early wreck ship play. And we'll see where Duck wants to go after that with that kind of Brinstar cleanup wraparound.
Yep. We'll see how Moat treats Duck today. Hopefully not a lot of issues. Didn't do the regular setup for the continuous wall jump here where you're kind of right up against that door. So it looks like Duck is confident in the horizontal bomb jump or diagonal bomb jump here. Gonna give it a couple tries. I've been practicing this lately in attempts to try. Very nice. What was that? A third try? That is not not as easy as it looks.
No, everyone makes that look super easy. That's ridiculously difficult.
Yeah. Agreed, Tracy. Link Force is the best, and also agreed, Link Force. Tracy is the best. That's not exactly what you said, but that's what I got from it. So.
Yeah. So we got some high jump boots there from Derp. You know, it's interesting. This card doesn't really have too many restriction tiles that restrict movement items, right? There's the one collect only one of speed or grapple, and then there's the other collect one of ice or speed. There is also the ice beam tile as well. I think the ice beam tile is going to be the one that gets skipped there, and I think the runners are going to pick up that speed booster. So you could be looking at if you do that. One of speed, maybe a column 3, right? Combined with a column 4 for derp.
Yeah, I'm thinking column 4 is probably is definitely sorry. Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be a derp play for sure.
Hmm.
Means they're going to be hanging around Meridia for a little bit to defeat Bot Wound and to
Yeah.
visit the elevator there.
Yeah,
Interest.
it'll be interesting. Oh, I do see on the bottom of column 3 there's that collect 1 of Ice Beam or High Jump Boots, but you collect High Jump Boots in that case. Like, Ice Beam
Yeah,
is...
yeah,
The only draw to Ice Beam is either row 2 or column 5, and column 5 has... So column 5 has the lost leader of Screw Attack down at the bottom there. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see Derp do that because this play to lower Norfair here or to upper Norfair, you could, with high jump boots, you could easily make Lava Dive and go pick up Screw Attack. But
yeah.
then, what do you do? What do you do with that, right? You've locked yourself out if you want to do column 3 of picking up Ice Beam. So I don't know. I just think
Yeah, I think I mean if I were Derp and I said, "Yo, column 4 is definitely my jam,"
yeah,
I would probably try to link that with row 5. But now that I'm looking at it, Criteria Super Missile. That's the climb supers. That one is kind of
hmm,
a nasty one to get back to unless you're
yep,
already routing it in.
yeah.
Um, it's just not it's not a fun item to have to go get by itself with no other things in that route. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. And picking up that center tile we were talking about before, getting both of the supers, that gives a lot of versatility. You got 4 different options with that one being the center tile. So
Yeah.
I suspect both of our runners will pick that up at some point.
Yeah, I don't think TLBR is really in consideration. That's got that 4 Norfair energy tanks. We discussed that at length. Gotta
Yep.
kill Ridley to get that Ridley E tank. I think that's just a no go. The other E tank you're talking about there is the Firefleet E tank down in Lower Norfair. The Croc E tank is reasonable to get, but there's nothing else on this tile that would be a draw for me to the Croc E
Yeah.
tank. But actually, check this out because Derp is picking up
Yeah.
a bunch
That's
of missiles in Norfair.
That's well, that as well as snagging the reserve tank. I think that's why Derp went in there to get that reserve tank. So that's that 3+ reserve tanks. He's already got 2, and so I'm thinking column 3,
Oh, did Derp?
or yeah, because Derp had the Brinstar reserve and Duck
Yeah.
did not. So that's 2 reserve tanks for Derp already, which indicates that 3+ reserve tanks tile. And I'm thinking that's column 3 or row 4, but I'm thinking it's probably column 3, which means
So, well, I don't think Derp picked up the reserve tank in the Norfair Reserve. I think Derp skipped that actually.
oh wait, sorry. That room was not reserve right now.
Yeah, well, it was. It was. You were
Oh,
talking.
but
We were
they
talking. Derp was in green. He was in green bubbles, the green bubble missile room, and then
right.
went into Norfair Reserve. He picked up the missiles in green bubble reserve. Picked up the missiles in Norfair Reserve, but I don't think he actually picked up the reserve tank.
Okay.
I think he skipped that because the
That
Chozo ball was
was
still there.
that was just my assumption. Like, okay, all right.
Hmm.
Well, I eat all of my words there then.
No, I like what you were thinking there, but I don't think he picked up the reserve, which is actually kind of interesting because with Speed Booster, Derp could easily go and get the
Right?
wreck ship
That
reserve.
just makes me think that Derp is just locked in. Derp has exactly what they need and no less or no more than that, and is just going exactly for what they want to do, which is great. Um, and I'm sure Duck has a solid plan as well, which is to make sure that you know exactly what you're going for and you don't deviate or you don't second guess yourself in triple bingo.
Yeah.
Is definitely an advantage on your partner if your partner is still trying to figure out, okay, well, what's my last row or what's my last column? It takes a lot of time to just figure stuff out. So if you already have your game plan going, it's a great stuff for you.
Yeah, yeah, and look at this. The duck is in the Criteria Kago room. This is a play to the Forgotten Highway and
Yeah,
the
that's the
Criteria.
elevator.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Meridia elevator here. We're in the crab maze. So this is really, watch out. These sizers do a ton of damage. Although with gravity suit, not that terrible, but
So I'm guessing Derp is going down here for the missiles.
yeah, there's nothing that makes me think he wants. There's only one tile, collects X-ray and skip grapple. That's, I think, the only mention of grapple on our card.
There's
So
two. Yeah, there's two grapples, and
is there?
one is collect X-ray and skip grapple, and the other
Yep.
one is collect speed or grapple. So I didn't think they
Okay.
were
Yeah.
going down here for grapple. Yeah, it's just the missiles. Just going for some missiles.
Yeah. I see. I see. I called that out earlier.
Yep.
Saying they would collect speed. So yeah, their derp is definitely skipping grapple there. Gonna deboost here. Whoop. I thought he was gonna deboost off the spike there.
He tried. It almost
Yeah.
looked like the game didn't even punish him for being on the spikes there. He was just dancing on them for a little bit.
Yeah. All right, so Duck now in Plasma Spark here. This is interesting to see where Duck is gonna go. All right, down the toilet. So not over to Dragon. Maybe not prepared to fight Dragon at this point in time, or wants to do something else in Meridia before. There is, where was that Meridia tile? There's collect all 40 Meridia missiles, which might be something Duck is looking at. Going to have to go over to the Precious Room to pick up the missiles there.
Yeah, Duck also looking at a solid 19 energy there for a little bit.
Oh.
Not too worrisome in their current location, but you know, just a reminder that you are playing Super Metroid and you can die at any time.
Well, yeah, I definitely fully aware of that one.
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
a comment in chat for BLTR for Duck, and that would include that 20 plus power bombs there. And I've been keeping kind of an eye on how many power bombs since Derp went down, and there's the power bomb in that croc area to see if that is actually a item on the agenda for either of our runners.
Yeah, so Derp did pick up the Croc power bombs. Duck, I believe, has both alpha and beta power bombs. That's how he has 6 right now. So Duck is halfway there to that 20. If they are, if our runners are looking for BLTR, both Meridia E-tanks. See, that's something that I would have figured maybe Duck would have gone and done while he was in Meridia there. Mama Turtle not too bad to get to, and Batwoon tank being the other one. But maybe Duck has some other ideas and wants to collect some of the stuff in Norfair, Upper Norfair here first, and then clean up and end in Meridia.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, there's alpha power bombs for Derp, so that's going to put Derp at 10. And we'll see if he picks up the beta power bombs, which is an easy another set of 5.
Yeah, that would be a solid indication, unless they just want some comfort and some extra power bombs of going for that tile. And they are going into this room, so that will give them a total of 15.
Yeah, so, it will, yeah, Derp will have 15 now. And I like this is bingo. So you pay for everything you pick up, right? You're
Yep.
gonna pay for that fanfare. So I don't think 15 power bombs does anything for you unless you want that 20 power bomb tile, right? So
Yep.
this what this could mean is see, I could think I would almost think that Derp would be going row one because now he's going up to the wreck ship. Could easily fully explore the wreck ship. There are no power bombs in the wreck ship to be able to get that 20 power bombs. But the collect 4 Norfair energy tanks is just no for row one. Like that is just absolutely no. Because would easily have everything else in that row. So I'm just it's got to be BLTR and like column 3, column 4 BLTR and row 3 maybe
Yeah.
has to collect X-ray
Would have
scope
to
though.
snag X-ray for that, which
Yeah.
uh,
He's defeated Crocomire, so then would only have to defeat Dragon here?
Croc and Dragon. Yeah.
Eh.
Um.
Bot wounds on the way, so
This,
there's that.
yep. Derp's gonna get the center tile here as well after this Fantoon fight.
Yes,
So yeah,
absolutely.
row 3 sounds row 3 BLTR, and then column 4 sounds like the derp play.
Yeah, because
Or
oh, go ahead.
no, I because it didn't pick up the reserve tank. I was gonna say or column 3, column 4, and then BLTR, but there would be no reason to skip the Norfair reserve if you were doing that. So
Yeah, no, he skipped the Norfair Reserve. So I really think what he's going to do is he's going to come back down Red Tower. He opened up the doors. He's going to collect the X-ray scope. He's going to collect both Meridia E-Tanks, go to Mama Turtle, defeat Bot Wound, collect Bot Wound E-Tank, and then defeat Rockamire. Now the monkey wrenches here has to pick up one more pack of power bombs and then visit the Criteria Meridia elevator. So there's no power bombs in the wrecked ship, and the only power bomb in Meridia is in
in a
East
nasty
Sandhold.
place. Yeah.
Yeah, which is awful for derps.
Unless you're leaving Meridia, that's not a fun place to go to.
Yeah. Now there is the Criteria power bomb over by the
Absolutely, and
ship.
they have speed. That's an easy snag. It's a little tiny bit out of the way, but it's not going to take you very much to shine spark up to there
I
and snag
think
that.
it's significantly faster than East Sandhole,
Oh yeah,
right? Because
oh
he's
yeah.
got to go down the sand pit, got to go all the way back around, and that just doesn't jive with routing, right? Because you go down Red Tower, you pick up the X-ray scope, you go into Mama Turtle, you pick up the E-Tank, you defeat Bot Woon, you pick up the E-Tank, you defeat Dragon. The rest doesn't matter. Maybe you pick up Space Jump to make your movement a little bit easier, and you go to the elevator and you're done.
Yeah.
You just need that power bomb pack. So the question is, which power bomb pack do you go? And the one in the sand pit doesn't fit, but the one at the landing site, or the one above the landing site, does. Criteria power bomb just makes sense.
Yep, absolutely. That would be what I would do. That would be my fourth for sure.
Yeah, unless Derp wants to go the kind of the back way to the elevator, right, through the wrecked ship, like Duck did, but then
Yeah, that's still kind of a little faster path and stretch, I think, than they probably want to make.
well, so then you don't have X-ray there that way, and I don't know what you do at that point in time.
Yeah.
So.
Just to note, Duck, and maybe this was just like a gotta catch 'em all mentality, going into that Norfair reserve did actually pick up the reserve tank. which
Yeah.
Derp did not. So maybe that 3+ reserves is something on their radar. We'll have to keep an eye out for that.
It'd be interesting to see. I wonder he could pick up the Meridia Reserve. That is in a sand pit. It's in West Sandhole. Then what's the other one that he gets? Wreck Ship is definitely out. Brinstar, he'd have to go back for the Brinstar Reserve.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Not
really out of the
really
way.
great routing for that. We do have a defeat bot wound tile.
We do. That's going to be lit up for Duck in just a moment. Alright, so there's Gravity Suit for Derp. And I think this is over to the landing site to pick up the Criteria Power Bomb. Or not. Derp is not going to do what I think.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So if it's BLTR, I just wonder what.
And here goes Duck down the left sand pit. It says, I would like some of those.
This is the reserve tank. Yeah.
Yep.
So all 40 Meridian missiles. That one's also gross because it requires going down both of these sand pits. So you got to go wrap all the way around. It's another one of those stay away from tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So here's Derp going to X-ray. Does Derp have something else in mind that we are missing?
So I mean that's row 3, right?
Yeah, that's definitely row 3.
But
the one we're contemplating is that power bomb. Where is Derp going to get that power bomb from? And maybe it's just the sand pit, and we don't know.
yeah,
Could be. Watch out, Derp. Derp is taking quite a lot of damage here.
got a little reserve for some cushion.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much is in there, but depending on the execution on the way out, they should be okay. Maybe I should reserve my comments because commentators curse is a thing.
Yeah, he should be good. All right, Duck coming back up Red Tower, and we'll see where he wants to go. Skipping that X-ray, so no X-ray for Duck. This looks like a play back to Green Bryn.
Now, if Duck had snagged the Brinstar reserve tank at the very beginning,
Yeah.
Instead of bailing out, they would have already had that tile, and then they would have had row 4 finished as far as they finished at the landing site. So maybe they had an earlier plan and then decided, oh, actually, I want to change it up and do this, which definitely happens when your mind is going a million miles an hour during all of this.
Yeah, finishing at the landing site is super awkward, though. So, okay, it looks like Duck is...
Power bombs?
Yeah, here's Mission Impossible power bombs.
Yep.
And that's going to give Duck 20 power bombs. Right? Alpha, Beta... No. Just Duck doesn't have... Duck doesn't have Croc power bombs. So this is only 15.
Right.
But... Duck can get Eddie-kun power bombs, go to the Brinstar Reserve, and then finish at the landing site.
And that is the direction Duck is currently going.
So that actually is really heads-up routing.
Nice little speedball, just cause.
Oh yeah.
It looks nice. Why not?
Or Duck could not go to...
Oh, snagging the reserve. Duck is going back for the reserve.
Oh, you know what? Duck might go for Criteria power bombs. Criteria power bombs is technically better.
Yes.
So yeah, Eddie Kun and power bombs. You got to go all the way down and around.
Yeah, and if you're planning to finish at the landing site,
Yeah.
that's where you want to go.
Yeah, you might as well. You might as well. You're literally right there. It's one door transition instead of two, three.
So is Derp on the way right now to defeat Bot Wound
Mm-hmm.
and defeat Dragon?
Yes, this has to be what
Yeah.
what Derp's going to be doing. Picking up, then Derp's going to be picking up the E tank along the way. But I don't know this. I don't think there's going to be enough here for Derp because Duck's plan has come together incredibly nicely, and we're talking about what, 2 rooms away here in Parlor Alcatraz now.
Yep. Yeah, I mean he's gonna get bottom left to top right with the criteria power bombs. He's gonna
Yeah.
have row. First he's gonna have column 4 already, and then finish the landing site, and then that's row 4, and that is Dunzo.
Yeah, so Duck's gonna go in here, pick up the power bombs, and then walk right out of this room. Criteria power bomb back to the landing site and be finished in the landing site. So long as Duck doesn't die to the acid in there. Holy, took a ton of damage.
Yeah, without suits, that acid is nasty. Luckily, the gravity suit mitigates a little bit of that. And as that is
That was it.
that is GG's, as far
Wow.
as we can tell, to Duck. I don't know if he has to go in the ship or not, or just hang out outside the criteria power bombs door there. But either way, GG to Duck.
Yeah,
Very well done.
just enter the room. That is it. That's all you have to do for those finish-in files. So once that door transition completes and you're in the room, you're done. Like there's finishing Kraid and whatnot. You don't have to actually beat Kraid. You just have to walk into the room and watch Kraid hang around.
Indeed.
So,
But stay tuned, everyone, because this is just game 1 of 3. Potentially 3, depending how game 2 is. So it's the best of 3, and game 2 is followed right after this one. So we've got winner, and game 2 will be in preparation in a couple minutes, and we'll get it going.
Well, no, I mean Derp's still playing, so we'll see Derp finish it out here, finish it out strong, and they picked up Space Jump, defeated Dragon there. So it's going to pick up that tile. Now has row 3 for sure. And so if Derp is doing what we think, Derp is going to want to go and visit the elevator and pick up some power bombs somewhere along the way.
Indeed. Yeah, sorry to jump the gun a little bit. Derp is doing their thing, which I'm quite excited about, seeing the routing that Derp took versus the routing that Duck took.
Yeah, so he's gonna go down here. This is the play to the East Sandhole, which contains the Meridia power bombs. There's exactly 1 pack of power bombs in Meridia, and this is it right here. It's going to be after this quicksand here. Watch out for all the bulls in there. And just off to the right. Ta-da-da. Oh yeah, you can get that fanfare going. So that's something our runners have to pay attention to, right? Like when picking up stuff like 125 missiles and whatnot, you don't want to do that. So what Duck's going to do, or what Derp's going to do here, is he's going to go over to Oasis here. He's going to go up the toilet, come back into Plasma Spark, and then go over to the elevator, and that's going to be a wrap for him. And that's really nicely routed. Really nicely routed.
Yeah, I think this card was, for the most part, obviously there's exceptions to every card, a little bit of a a lenient card for round one, as we spoke in the beginning of this. Not a lot of restrictions on this card. Not a lot of super nasty tiles. Maybe that criteria super missile was one of those, but we definitely have seen some nastier tiles during this tournament. So
Yeah.
hopefully round two isn't reserving all of the nastiness as far as bingo cards go, but yeah, I mean, a 39-17 for, or well, it's the timer still going.
39-16
Yes.
for derp. Yep.
Yep.
So GG's to derp. That was ridiculously fast. For the elevator tiles, you do have to ride the elevator. So we see derp actually riding the elevator.
I mean, yeah, that just
Yeah.
sounds fun, man. You got to ride it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Take a ride.
There you
That's what
go.
the tile should say. It should say take a ride on instead of visit, right? I know that'd be much longer for the actual tile, but it'd be
I
far
am
superior.
all for clarity.
Yeah.
I am with you.
Not even for clarity. Just I think take a ride. Yeah,
For,
see, so there
for
you go.
fun
Asder in
verbiage.
chat got it. Take a ride on the Reading Railroad.
There you go. Go have a blast on the Forgotten Highway.
Yep. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 missiles.
Well done.
Jeez.
Asder, with that little nugget of fun. Speaking of Asder, the winner of this match goes to face Asder. So definitely worth checking out the talent and the speed of these two runners for Asder to see what they're going to be up against for the next round. GG's to both runners, and we should have round two coming up soon.
Yeah, we are going to end our episode here, but hang out, stick around, and we'll be right back in just a minute.